thing is, Brian, this is not Aswan granite. It's from another quarry.
Ah.
Oh, it's perfect. Just can't go all around, but it's still good. Okay. This is beautiful here.
Right up here.
Here's the other things. Okay, here we are at the famous Assyrian, north of Luxor, the famous Temple to Osiris, Temple of Assyrian. Here are the famous Flower of Life. Now, it has been reported by certain people on the internet that the Flower of Life is laser etched into the stone. Clearly, it's red ochre paint. Clearly, it's red ochre paint. There's no lasers. There's no etching. Here's red ochre paint right here. If you pan the whole wall, and originally there were 6 more Flower of Life here, which disappeared. If it's etched in laser, it doesn't disappear. Here's red ochre paint. Red ochre paint. Clearly, that is red ochre paint. People look at pictures of it. They say it's black. Can you see it? It is red.
It is
red. Come around the side. Here is other scenes that were painted at the same time. Clearly red ochre paint. No laser, no etching, no aliens, done by the people.
Exactly. So please reiterate one more time.
Well, we're saying here that this is red ochre paint. Our beloved teacher Abdel Hakim dated the markings here between 200 BC and 200 AD. He said followers of Pythagoras came here to learn sacred geometry. That's why the Flower of Life is on the walls, and it was painted red ochre paint, 200 BC to 200 AD.
Tolerance, please. And I'll see you in 100 years.
Good demonstration. Go ahead, keep going.
Check out the birds.
Itch. David, we need you.
Go, point to it.
Look, the edges of the cut, and it matches the grid.
It's a grid.
And as we can see, Craig, an ancient stoneworker here, adequately demonstrates the technique with which the ancient Egyptians removed large amounts of granite from the ground by bashing it. How you getting on with that?
And
Is
the
that a
pounding,
right ball
pounding.
or a right ball you got there?
Work! I want this obelisk to be finished by the afternoon.
But this gives the perspective of size.
شو اخبارك؟
بس محمد هيديك
Okay, here we are at Kom Ombo Temple, dedicated to two netters, Sobek and Horus. That's initiation, and it's the initiation of this temple is to lose your fear, particularly the fear of death. And so Hakim would do a special initiation for people here, which you can't do anymore, but I'll show you how it was done. He would stand in this niche, make a tone in here. He would come out, he'd come out and face, a person would be facing him. He would hold somebody and say, "You have nothing to fear. I love you." And then you hug. And then we come. This grate wasn't here. Crawl down in this tunnel. And we continue on through. And as you're crawling down the tunnel, it starts to narrow a little bit. And you're crawling on your stomach. It starts to narrow a little bit. There's a point right in the middle where the first time I did it, you get that moment of doubt. Can I make it? Am I too fat? Am I going to get through? Am I going to die? And then once you release that, say, "The hell with it, I'm going," and crawl away through. Go all the way through.
Okay. I told you we have two dogs.
Come back here. On this part, come up, and it's like a rebirth. Like you feel like you're reborn when you come up. And it's supposed to have been given the fear of death to Sobek. He's the digester. He digests everything. And so this temple is the initiation to lose your fears. And this is what Hakim did until Zaki Khawas, and I'll say it out loud, found out that we're doing this. And when we came here in 2004, these grates were here. Up until then, we could do this. So in 2004, we had a very brave person with us, pulled up the grates and went and did it himself. We can't do that now because of the other groups. The problem is other tour guides will tell on us. So, but this was his initiation. And the real initiation here was that there is a big basin here where it was filled with water and crocodiles were on the bottom. And what the priests would do is they'd have to dive down. It's way down, and it's a narrow entrance that you have to be able to swim through to come out the other side. And all the crocodiles are on the bottom. Of course, the priests were never told that the crocodiles are well fed, but you still had to swim right by them. So, of course, if you didn't panic, drown, go crazy, you pass the initiation on the other side. Again, to lose the fear of death is a lesson here. Give it to the Sobek, the crocodiles, the digester.